We want to turn to our numbers guy, NBC chief data analyst Steve Kornacki. Steve, let's go inside the numbers and what can we learn? Was this Democratic victory as expected, wider margins than expected?
Yes, Savannah. I mean, look, it was two blue states where the governorships were on the line, so the Democrats were favored yesterday. This margin, though, in Virginia, this is wider, I think, than a lot of people were thinking. A 15-point spread here for Abigail Spanberger over the Republican. One of the big things that happened, I think, that's interesting is Spanberger made some of her biggest strides right here, Northern Virginia, right outside Washington, D.C. The key is her place is filled with federal employees. That shutdown having big local ramifications. Maybe that was a factor. But this, excuse me, this, as I click on the wrong county, here you go. This was the biggest overperformance for Democrats.
Yeah, people thought this was going to be possibly a single-digit race, and Mikey Sherrill ran away with it.
I can say I was talking to Democrats in New Jersey yesterday who were afraid they were going to lose this race. Instead, Sherrill ends up winning this by almost as much as Democrats won in Virginia. And again, the story here, not just suburbanites turning against Trump. This is the state where Trump made massive non-white gains last year. Republicans wanted to see if their candidate could make the same. He went all the way back to pre-Trump levels.
This is that moment where we asked you to get deep inside the numbers and see, are there any bellwethers that might indicate what could happen in the midterms next year?
Yeah, I think there's a very ominous sign here for Republicans, and it's this. Let me call this up. This is from our exit poll last night, and we just asked about Trump's job approval rating in the 4 places with elections. And what you need to know is this 39% approval for Trump in Virginia, pretty close to what Winsome Earl Sears, the Republican, got. 42%, that's basically what Ciattarelli got. 26% in New York City, we know it's going to be low there. And 36% is what no on that referendum got. So basically, the votes for the Republican candidates kind of matching Trump's approval rating. And when he's got a low approval rating like that, that could spell trouble. Put it this way, the Republicans can afford next year, you're looking at the balance of the House, 2 seats, a loss of no more than 2 seats. If you get swings like you had in Virginia and New Jersey last night, there are more than 20 Republican-held seats just based on that kind of swing that would be in grave danger.
A lot of people see this last year as a battle for the soul of the Democratic Party. And here I don't know what answers you get when you have 2 moderates win for governorships and then you have a Democratic socialist in New York City.
Yeah, it's funny. I hear Republicans talking last night about the New York City race being the key one. I hear a lot of Democrats trying to steer it to Virginia and to New Jersey. I do think one of the stories coming out of New York City is we say, I don't know how much New York City replicates nationally, but it's a very Democratic city. So is this saying something about what's going on inside the Democratic candidate, and will more Mamdani candidate-like candidates arise? This is the number I thought that it was just jarring to me, the age divide. Voters over 45 in New York City, Cuomo won them by 12 points. Voters under 45, look at this, 44-point landslide for Mamdani, that youth power that he had behind that movement. Huge story.
All right, Steve, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.